Link Sisters.
I'm Trisha.
And I'm Kristen.
And
today we're just going to explain what we're doing here. So basically we made this whole project because I had a lot of health issues. We both ended up changing our lifestyle a lot. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to share everything we've done so far, everything we've learned so far, in addition to our journey now.
Yeah.
And we have so many different things we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We want to talk about like a natural lifestyle, non-toxic products, and living a healthy lifestyle, healthy practices, beauty products, mental health, and like all kinds of things.
A ton of different stuff.
So that's why we wanted to make this whole like blog, YouTube type of thing to kind of go into certain topics in addition to our Instagram, which we've been just playing around with.
Yep.
The reason that we even really got into this whole healthy lifestyle was because we were sick of waking up like pretty much uninspired, unhealthy, unhappy, and knowing that we could be healthier and could be better versions of ourselves. We knew like basically there was better for us, and it kind of sucked day after day to wake up knowing that. So it was so deeply uncomfortable that I would have rather put in the effort to make changes. And after seeing how much it's been like awesome and beneficial to me, that's why I want to share that, because it's like really great. So
yeah, she really got the ball rolling because she was so uncomfortable with her health issues that she was able to put the motivation into doing the research, figuring out what was up, and then that really led to me seeing all of her changes and being like, oh, I want to do that. So I kind of jumped on the train with her.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been kind of researching and getting into more natural ways of healing rather than modern ways of healing, and it's been probably like 4 years or so that I really have been like all in, and Trisha's kind of newer to it, so it's good that we're sharing both of these perspectives as somebody who's a little more invested and someone who's a little more new and a little more lenient.
Yeah.
From the time I started getting into this whole natural healthy lifestyle to now, it's been like a transformation. And it was pretty slow, and it took a lot of learning and research and time, basically just to understand. And I didn't really have anybody to explain it in terms that I could understand, so it took especially a long time.
Yeah.
But that was like a huge reason why I decided I could probably help other people too, because I was helping her a lot, and I was helping friends of mine, and why not just share it? Because it's needed. Like, I needed it. So I had some pretty clear-cut signs of poor health. I developed an autoimmune disease. I had acne. I had awful, like, cramps and PMS type of things. I had, like, poor mental health. I had all kinds of things that kind of popped up later in life. And I didn't understand why, because my whole life I was learning, you know, the regular doctor visits and prescription medicine and just the way of modern medicine to treat problems. And this was the first time in my life that my doctors couldn't necessarily help me, and nothing seemed to be working, and it was very depressing actually, and I had a hard time with that. But then I came across some stories of people being able to heal with food, with herbs, or with some type of like diet, like an elimination diet, and different topical remedies and just different natural ways to get better. So that's where all of my research started. When I realized it was possible, that's when I decided to learn, and it took a lot of time to unlearn what I knew before and learn these new ideas and concepts. And it kind of sucked because, you know, modern medicine is full of quick fixes, and this new way is very because it's truly targeting root issues, it's a slower healing process, but I can say from my experience now, it's so worth it and so much better. So it all started with the internet helping me out with research, and I started buying books, reading like different articles with like studies. I like love finding some good hard evidence to support like something that'll work, and trial and error and a lot of money, just like trying different products out, seeing what worked for me, what didn't, and like honestly just having like a paper and pen and just writing down what I was eating and how I was reacting, and all these different things all added up to like give me a pretty good idea of the best ways to be natural and the best ways to be healthy for your individual body. And when I learned all of that, I realized, like, I can actually change my health. I can actually heal. Because that was not... I was facing the fact that I'm going to have this autoimmune disease forever, and I'm going to have to live with this forever. And in reality, I was able to eliminate my symptoms completely, and also, like, start healing my acne and all my other issues too. Alleviate all of those things. So we want to paint a picture of, like, how we grew up and basically let everyone know that if we could do it, anyone can.
You can.
Yeah. Because we grew up very unhealthy.
Yeah.
So, you want to tell them about our foods?
Sure.
Of choice?
So, yeah, our kitchen was always stocked with the best snacks. Not best for you, but best tasting. And
junk food.
Yeah, pretty much junk food. It was all chips, cookies. It was chocolates, candies, popcorn, all these crazy packaged foods.
I feel like it's not even
Hot
that.
Pockets.
Yeah.
Crimpets. What else?
Like cereals that were, like, made of sugar.
All sugar.
Only.
Yeah. All the frozen foods that are really,
like,
not made of anything real.
High sodium foods. Like,
yeah. Ramen, cup of noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Those were our great soups.
Lipton. Eggo waffles every day for lunch, all of middle school.
Yeah. Oh, Eggo waffles with Nutella on smothered on them, so you can't even taste the waffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was our kitchen. That's all the foods that we had to choose from for the most part. And then occasionally we would have, like, baked chicken and broccoli for dinner, but pretty much the majority of what we were eating was fake, processed, disgusting food.
I also feel like our, like, healthy dinners that she just described were all of our excuse to not change anything else. Like, that was...
Yeah, we were like, we have a good
healthy.
dinner,
yeah.
so, like, it's fine.
Well, in general, like, the whole week, it was like, oh, we already ate healthy, like, yeah. So, basically, we grew up eating not healthy, and that is not to bash anyone, like, nobody thought they were doing anything wrong in our family. Yeah. It was kind of like how everybody thought life went, because everyone around us was doing the same thing, and we used to eat fast food a lot. We used to eat all those foods in our kitchen. And we used to eat them in unhealthy ways, right before bed, like, as soon as we woke up, like, didn't really have
the TV's on and not, like, eating it as quick as we can to rush out the door to get to practice or wherever we're going.
Eating in the car, like, I basically became very, like, much an emotional eater, and I would, like, eat when I was stressed, eat when I was sad, like, just whenever, and I never really made a connection between anything to do with health and food, because both of us didn't really gain weight when we were younger from food at all. Yeah. So when we were younger, it was like, no, like, we're lucky and we are unaffected by our food.
Are not gonna have to eat vegetables because we seem fine.
Yeah. You know? The sad part is I freaking loved vegetables, but you know, I liked Oreos more. But so we ate unhealthy. A lot of people do that, so that's
strike one. Very
common, yeah. But also, over time, I had been on a lot of antibiotics. I don't know. I had strep throat a ton of times.
Yeah. I think you were on them more than I was. But I still was on them.
I went on antibiotics for acne when I was in high school, early high school. And we weren't living any type of natural lifestyle. We weren't really around nature a lot. We were in front of our computer screens. When we got cell phones, we were on our cell phone screens. We watched TV all of the time. The TV was never not on in our house, and it was with the intention of, like, positivity being around us, but in reality, like, nature makes us feel good, and we weren't around nature, and basically a lot of unhealthy habits added up, and I personally developed lots of health issues in my late teenage years. And I also felt like very bad self-esteem, like mental health was a mess, because if you think about it, like, I wasn't treating my body like I loved it. Like, I was basically, like, hurting it, and I found the love of partying with my friends and drinking, and I was drinking a lot. I was taking Advil. I was taking Advil for my cramps every month, and then every weekend, basically, with following alcohol, which is just not a good combination, and then probably followed by a bunch of, like, unhealthy food to soak up the alcohol, like greasy food or whatever. But yeah, it was just, like, all of these bad habits, and then it was all these bad mental patterns, too, happening, and I definitely had horrible sleep habits. I would stay up until 4 a.m., wake up past 12, usually, like, I could sleep until 3 p.m., like, easily, and if we didn't have something to wake up for, I didn't wake up. Like, I would stay in bed all day. And I feel like that is, like, a teenager thing, but now that I realize, like, it was really throwing my body off, because I would stay in front of my laptop screen or watching TV until the middle of the night, at times that people were probably waking up. If I wasn't doing that, I was probably drinking until that time, like, with my friends, you know, like, I made great memories, but at the same time, I wasn't actually happy the next day. Like, it was definitely, I didn't have a sense of purpose. I didn't feel high self-esteem. I wasn't taking care of myself in general, and everything added together was a domino effect of honestly bad things. Like, it just wasn't adding up to good. And you know, after however many years of me mistreating myself, here I am with an autoimmune disease, and I'm young, and I'm like, what in the world? And I don't even know how to handle it, because it's so new to doctors. I feel like it's just, so it was a really bad situation when I was, I think it was in college. No, it was in high school that I developed the autoimmune disease, but I didn't really quite catch on to everything until late college. Also, to point out, we didn't really know all of the fruits and vegetables. We didn't even know them until the end of college. Trisha didn't even eat most fruits. Didn't even try them yet in her lifetime.
Definitely an extreme picky eater, and I did not try a strawberry or a pineapple until my senior year of high school. Like, I literally was like, oh no,
those
not for me. I don't
need
it.
Too.
Exactly. It was like, what was I so scared of? But, like, I just really was like, oh, I don't need to eat those. I don't want to eat those, so I'm not going to. And
I saw no, like, problem with not eating real food and only eating packaged food. I thought packaged food was, like, the safer option almost. Canned
it's like,
food, boxed food, packaged
fruits and vegetables, they can go bad. Like, I'd rather just, like, have these, like, pack of goldfish that's good until, like, 8 years from now. Just to be safe.
With all the changes that I made, I didn't completely get rid of all of the fun in my life. Like, basically, my life is completely different, and my body and my mind are so different. It's incredible, and I'm so happy that I ever found these random people on the internet that woke me up. But basically, I now eat to nourish myself. Like, there's a reason and purpose behind what I'm putting in my mouth, and I drink to have fun with my friends, and it's way more occasional, and it's not to the extremes that I was drinking before. I sleep at normal times, and I feel 1,000 times better because of it. That's, like, one of the biggest things. What I was eating, sleeping, and drinking alcohol, those were probably the biggest things. But yeah, I don't resort to quick fixes. I don't resort the second I feel sick to something like an antibiotic. It's more like preventative things and you know, natural ways to heal, instead of rushing to get something that's potentially going to hurt me later on. I've eliminated all types of toxic things slowly, just like gradually. They just have been dropped from my life, like toxic foods, toxic products, toxic people, toxic beliefs, toxic habits. Like,
it's almost like a domino effect. Like, once you did the food, it was like all these things kind of started to fall in line. You took them out one by one.
And that's why I just encourage people to just, like, do one change. Just take one step and put one foot in front of the other with it, because it is like a domino effect.
Before you know it, like, your whole life is just so much better and so different, and it's in ways that you wouldn't even have thought.
Like, basically. And also, now I, like, exercise more regularly rather than, I think we both had this issue. Just, like, exercise a lot.
Super sporadic. Exactly. It was, like, super motivated for, like, a week or two, and then it's, like, a couple months where you're just like,
I wasn't working out for the benefit of enjoying working out or feeling good, and that has also made all the difference. Like, actually enjoying working out picking movement and activities that make me feel good as I work out, and the purpose is to fuel me with like light and energy, and basically give myself those
endorphins.
Release the endorphins. One more big change that I noticed when I started transitioning into taking care of myself was like liking myself a lot more. In fact, loving myself, I would say. Yeah, you know. And but seriously, like I feel like I've found myself a lot more. Like I have way more purpose, and I have more clarity about what I want to do with my life, and I have more clarity about what's important. And I feel like that got lost a lot when I was younger, and I was kind of always my true self, but very distracted and very led the wrong way, like a lot.
So Kristen got into this whole journey a lot earlier than I did, and then I saw all the changes that she made, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. And I was like, I kind of wanted to lose some weight. I was never really overweight or anything, but I was like, I could lose a few pounds. I could stand that. So it was kind of like superficial reasons why I first kind of was like, all right, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to do all this. And then something in me...
Can I point out same for me, though? Because
Really?
it was my skin. Like, that was the biggest thing. That was my motivator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I would have lasted long term, though, if I just kept that as my only goal.
It doesn't work long term.
Something in me, like, woke up and there was, like, alarm bells going off. Like, if I don't start taking care of myself, in 5 or 10 years, I'm going to have a completely ruined body. I'm going to have disease or something.
She didn't want to end up like me.
Really, though, like, I just did not want to end up, like, having to go to a bunch of doctors and figure something out and, like, be miserable and have to go through something so bad when I didn't have to. All I have to do is just take care of myself, and that can be prevented, hopefully. So, that became my, like, really big reason why I was like, all right, I really am getting invested in this. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be nice to myself. And all of it really has not only, like, made me healthier, but has made me happier, and I'm, like, really interested in all of it now. I'm, like, doing my own research and stuff, really taking effort after Kristen. She led by example, kind of, and now I'm, like, so into it, and it's just so inspiring to me. Like, before I was, like, barely could get out of bed and just was like, oh, like, what am I doing with life? I still don't know what I'm doing with life. But
me neither, but I feel a lot more clear.
Exactly. Like, I feel like I'm going in a good direction, and I'm excited about it, and some days I do have a little bit of trouble getting out of bed just because I'm a naturally very sleepy person. But I'm working on it now.
She's like a whole different person.
Yeah.
And I feel like at the very beginning for me, I had to put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
To unlearn and change my habits. And I feel like over time, to me, it's just so easy now. Like, there's no second thought about it. I would never, ever, ever pull into McDonald's. I would never. Because I know I don't want that. I know it's going to make me feel like shit. I don't even want it at all. But I remember, because I've seen you. You are working hard to do these things. You're working hard to be like, go to bed early.
Yeah.
Wake up at a decent time.
Set an alarm for 10 a.m.
Move your freaking body and get outside and do things like that, because we both used to have we were content with just staying inside and sleeping all the time.
Being on the couch, if you're not asleep in bed, like laying on the couch and having the living room TV on.
It's not the kind of life I want to live anymore.
Yeah.
But I was content with it back then.
Absolutely.
And I know that you had to fight that. And I watched you, like, you've come so far. Seriously.
Oh my God.
Think about it.
I really have.
And that's, like, the part that's so great. Like, you do have to push through and try at first, but it becomes, like, first of all, as you can see, it's worth it. And then it's also so much easier as time goes on. Like, don't you feel like it's not, like,
it is a lot easier to make these choices? Because sometimes it is difficult when I see a bag of Doritos and I'm like, all right, give yourself a better snack. Go get an avocado or go get fruit, something. Like, sometimes that is the harder choice to make. But more often than not, I'm like, wake up and I'm like, oh, I want a sweet potato today. I'm gonna make a sweet potato.
Yeah.
Or I want eggs. I don't want a frozen meal, like,
Yeah.
type of thing. Like, that's just become, like, a habit almost where I'm like, oh, I want this healthy option.
Not only that, we've also figured out the ways to make this
True.
as easy as possible.
Yeah.
And I've taught you a lot of those ways to make
Mhm.
it easier.
Yeah.
Because I went through, I'm not even kidding, two years of messing up when I was trying to avoid foods that would cause me to have my autoimmune reactions. Like, literally, it took me so long to actually figure out how the hell to avoid the foods I couldn't eat, because they were everywhere. They were so tempting.
Mm-hmm.
If I gave up and binged on, or ate one bite of something, I would binge on it. And
Yeah.
I haven't done that in so long, and I think I'll never do it again. And it just took so much transformation from where I was, but I figured out those, like, real life situational tips that are needed.
Yeah.
That nobody showed me, and that's kind of stuff I want to share.
Absolutely.
And I share
So
with
that
you
it
a little bit.
doesn't take everyone else 2 years of frustration and mistake.
Yeah, it won't take 2 years.
It will be like, oh, I already have this tip that would have taken me so long to figure out myself.
Hopefully you don't have to eliminate food from your diet, but
Yeah.
I had to eliminate a certain
Mhm.
food group. So
But even
more on
like
that
certain
later.
things with like cooking and how to do things quickly and have things organized, like
because
that's
guess
something
what?
that would have taken me forever.
I cook everything I eat basically, and I have figured out a way to make myself live like a normal life and be able to do that. I don't like waste. I'm not like some crunchy person that's like in the kitchen like 24/7. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be defined by what I'm doing and all my time go towards that. I just want to be able to be healthy and be myself and survive out here, you know?
Yeah. I think that's something great that we have. We
Yeah.
kind of have struck a balance of being
Yes.
healthy and having a fulfilled normal life.
Yeah.
Of
And
outside
still
of
being able to go
healthy.
out with our friends
Yeah.
and go to a bar and know which drinks are healthier
Yeah.
than the others. And
What's gonna make us
no
feel
alcohol
like
is
crap
necessarily healthy,
tomorrow.
but it's just a better choice, you know?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Exactly.
Definitely balanced.
Yeah.
So we're really happy that you're watching, and basically this is an extension of our Instagram account where we were sharing our tips and our tricks about like natural health,
Mhm.
but we decided we wanted to put more like detailed information about like focused topics into like blog posts and YouTube videos, which is why we made this, and we're really excited about it, and we're not planning on stopping anytime soon. So if you're watching now, you're an OG, and
Yes,
we
you
love
are.
you. Yeah.
We appreciate you.
But seriously, like, we are open to like hearing what anyone would like to learn about from us, like any experiences you want us to share. We like have so many different things that we want to share, so we're just gonna try to like intuitively go about each topic. But yeah, like, we're really excited to cover so many different things. So if you do have something that you want to know, just, I mean, you can easily message
Slide
us
into
and
the
ask us any
DMs.
questions. Yeah. So that's it for
So
now.
yeah, find us on Instagram at The Link Sisters and our YouTube channel, The Link Sisters,
Mhm.
and our blog, get this, thelinkSisters.com. So yeah, find us anywhere, pretty much.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Keep shining.
We
Self-love
appreciate you.
can fix your issues,
Mm,
girl.
girl.